And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Yankees taking on the San Francisco Giants. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Singy, this might be my favorite ballpark in the game.
Just looking out over the bay, seeing the boats in the water. Beautiful ballpark, a great atmosphere. Don't get it twisted. San Francisco Giants fans, bring it.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. About to get started here, and on the hill in this one, Logan Webb.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Ready to go, and now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. A changeup missing, and away we go this afternoon. Fouled off down the right side. Line drive, makes the grab, one down. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stands in here, takes ball one low.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. Couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
1-2.
That missed by a lot. 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge.
It's 0-1. One and one.
Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. And that extends the inning.
Batting fourth, center fielder Cody Bellinger.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. Close, but called a ball. 1-0. That one missed.
Ball down.
Judge off of first with 2 away.
Ball. 3-0.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder
Batting
the
fifth,
entire at
designated
bat.
hitter Giancarlo Stanton.
First and second, 2 outs. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. And it's 1-1. Foul ball there. And that is downstairs. And the count is even, 2-2. 2 aboard, 2 outs. That one misses, and it's a full count.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. No runs, a hit, 2 left. And now we'll see what the Giants can do. No score. Back here at Oracle Park. And our starting pitcher here today, Garrett Cole. What do you have on him, Singy?
Well, the big thing is that the way he holds his curveball, it's more of a knuckle curve. And because of that, it's less predictable in terms of the break for the hitter. That makes it that much harder to hit this guy.
And now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. That's in there. It's 0-1.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Next pitch is outside. And that one is lifted in the air. 1 up, 1 down. Here's the Giants lineup.
Batting second, second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald.
And here is Tyler Fitzgerald.
This is a batter who clearly performs better in day games. I don't know why, but his numbers generally back it up.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
1 out, base is empty. That misses.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And now it's even, 1-1. Next offering is fouled back. Righty delivers.
That's a ball.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Cut on and lifted in the air. Judge cutting across. Hauls it in for the out. 2 away now.
Batting third, the shortstop, Willie Adames.
Willie Adames stands in. And that clips the inside corner. 2 out, space is empty. Now 1-1.
1-1.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul and a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Here's the pitch to Adames. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Giants down in order. We played an inning. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wells. Webb back to work. And there's a ball.
Low. That's a ball.
On the outside corner for a strike. And the count is 1-1. Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson. A consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone. But once you figure out where he's calling strikes, you can pretty much count on him to stay with that throughout the game.
That one ripped. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And that's a leadoff double.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And here's the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone.
Let's go, Giants.
Missed with a changeup. Ball one. Wells stands at second with no outs. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
And now, Jason Dominguez. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike one.
0-1.
No score here in the second. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Liner, base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Here's the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. Just
That missed. That's the ball. 1-0. Ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Runners are at the corners, one away. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. 2 on, 1 out. Runner takes off. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Squeezes it. Runner tags from third. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning.
Always exciting to see a play at the plate. Trying to score with 2 outs, but the tag just gets him in time, and they cut down the run to end the inning.
Bottom half of inning number 2. And here is Matt Chapman.
Matt Chapman.
First pitch misses.
1-0.
Just
That
missed.
missed. That's the ball.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
A dive. Nice stop. The throw. And they get the out.
Well, this is obviously a tremendous play, but for me, it starts with a well-broken-in glove. To have the confidence to go down, knowing that ball's going to be right in the pocket, so you've got a clean transfer, pop back up to the feet, and fire across the diamond. Outstanding job.
So here's Wade now. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And that one is downstairs. And 1-1.
1-1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
He was all over that one. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
One gone, runner at first. Here's Elliot Ramos. Pitch misses inside. And that is ball 1. Fouled off. He was late. Falling behind 2-1. That clips the corner. Got him swinging.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit. And that's outside. And that's ball 1. That clips the corner. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. To the right side. Tosses to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. 1 left for San Francisco. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back here in San Francisco, top half of the 3rd inning. Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Volpe,
No,
a former
ball.
Gold Glove winner, hitting leadoff in
One ball,
today's
no
game.
strikes.
A former first-round pick back in 2019. Outside, and it's 2-0. And he dodges that fastball.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
That's in there, and the count is 3-1. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Got a full count.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Now batting, second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. Nobody out, runner at first. And a foul ball. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Next pitch is outside. And that's outside. Fights it off. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that's a fair ball. Volpe around second, headed for third. Oh, he botches it. Still finds a way to get off a throw. The throw comes in too late, and they get a run at home.
Picks himself up an RBI. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And stepping in for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Clips the outside corner, strike one.
You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Here's a high chopper. And one away in the top of the third.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Cody Bellinger.
Here's Cody Bellinger. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Swings through that one for strike one. Chisholm over at second, 1 down. That one catches the zone, and it's 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Man at second. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Foul ball, still 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. But when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. That one not close. Yeah, that's ball 2. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two now. Stays alive. Inside, and the count is filled up. Austin Wells waiting to hit for the Yankees. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
So close to getting out of it right there, but
Now
this inning
batting,
still has
catcher,
life.
Austin Wells.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Doubled his first time up. And that's in for a strike.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball, but with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
High fly ball out towards left center. And that'll do it. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. And we're back.
Leading
now,
off
Mike
to the
Yastrzemski.
Giants, right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
That's in there. That's strike 1.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Swing and a ground ball. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting ninth, left fielder, Grant McCray.
And the batter now, Grant McCray. Right through there for a strike. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. So the 1-out hit turns the lineup over.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And now Jung-Hoo Lee on the ground, could be 2. Cabrera tossed to second, not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Now batting, second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald.
Tyler Fitzgerald, the next Giant to hit. He's 0 for 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
Swings and misses, and the count is 0-2.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So 1 hit is all they get. On to inning number 4. Yankees 1 and the Giants nothing. Back here at Oracle Park, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Paul Goldschmidt. That one off the mark, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
Outside with a breaking ball.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
That one drifts inside.
Count is full.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Gosh, another walk in this one. Man, he is having some real issues with control.
Left fielder.
Here's the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. A single his first time. And that's downstairs. Ball 1.
No, that missed. That's a ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
And a foul ball. Strike 2.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Comes a 2-2. Hit on the ground, might be 2. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Second baseman definitely have some pretty tough throws to make when they're trying to feed the shortstop at second for a double play turn because of the angles and difficult footwork. So it's always a difficult play, but one that needs to be made. When your pitcher gets you that ground ball that can be a double play, it's a killer when you can't get at least one out of it.
First and second, no outs. Oswaldo Cabrera will hit next. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Goldie on second. Dominguez at first with no outs. Ground ball could be 2. Glove flip for 1. How about that double play?
Really nice double play turn right there, and it all started with that sweet glove flip on the feed to second. You know, these middle infielders, They spend a lot of time honing that glove work, so it just becomes like second nature. I think you also have to have a really good glove that's broken in, that's not too large, so that you can have a feel for that baseball and be able to flip it like you're barehanded.
Next to hit, Anthony Volpe. Right through there for a strike. Oh, 1 now. That finds the mark on the inside corner.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. 2 outs and a runner at third. Top half of inning number 4.
That's a ball.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate.
You don't want to run yourself out of an inning, so it's got to clearly get far enough away from the catcher. If you're the runner at third, think about scoring.
2-2.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Chapman nabs it, and that is that. So no runs, no hits, and 1 error, but they leave him stranded. And midway in the 4th, Yankees 1 and the Giants nothing. And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off,
Bottom of the
Giants.
inning, and the batter will be the shortstop, Willie Adames. Check swing, and he went. It's 0-1.
All
0
these
balls, 1
Giants
strike.
just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
The shortstop takes the ball.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Now batting.
Matt Chapman up to the plate now. Grounded out to short in his first trip.
One-0.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. The Giants down by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss. Now he's in a 1-2 hole.
1-2 is the count.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Now batting.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr. And he's already singled in this game.
Jr.
In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
This one in the air right field. Judge getting an angle on it. And that's the 3rd out. Back here in San Francisco, ready now for the 5th inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Webb back to work. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
Ball. 2-0.
That's down and in.
3-0.
And there's the automatic.
Pretty good pitch. Backed up a little bit, expecting it to go middle away, and it just sort of stayed on the inside corner. Probably good take, because he would have gotten jammed had he swung the bat.
Yeah, that drops in for a strike.
Full count.
And that one ripped into right, and foul ball. 3-2. That's to third. Fair ball.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Aaron Judge at the plate. Not even close there, and it's 1-0.
You know, these Yankees, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
And Judge takes a strike. Lined, and that's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Now pitching for
the
the
new
Giants.
pitcher in the game, Eric Miller.
Number 68.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Bellinger up to hit. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Swinging a foul out of play. Got him! And that is a big first out.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Here's Stanton now. He is struck out, and he is walked. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. See you later. He'll circle the bases. It's 4-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 2. That one's upstairs. Ball 1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Now batting, first
Now it's
baseman,
Goldschmidt
Paul
up to the plate.
Goldschmidt.
That
Yeah,
one
one.
finds the zone. 0-1. And it's fouled away. And that one hammered. That's back there. Up against the wall and brings it in. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now a 4-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Ready to go for the last
Leading
half
off
of the inning.
the
Now
Giants.
it's the DH,
Designated
Elliot
hitter,
Ramos.
Elliot Ramos.
First pitch, and he just misses.
Well, these Giants just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
This one popped up. Goldie puts it away for the out. 1 away.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping
Now
away until you
batting,
break through,
catcher,
but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board
Bailey.
when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
And up next for the Giants, Patrick Bailey. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. That's too low.
No, that missed.
1-0. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. And that's
a
off
ball.
the inside edge. And the count is 2-0. In the air out towards right center. Bellinger sizing it up. Makes the catch for the out.
Up next for the Giants, right fielder.
Yastrzemski up here. He's 0 for 1. And that one fouled off. And the 0-1. Foul ball.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Giants go down quietly. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. And we're back.
Leading
Top
off for the
6.
Yankees,
And stepping in for the
left fielder,
Yankees,
Jason
Jason
Dominguez.
Dominguez. Miller,
That's a
27
ball.
years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2019. That one hit to right. Yastrzemski brings it in, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman Oswaldo Cabrera. 0 for 2 in this one. And a swing and a miss.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that
0-1.
pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle,
No,
you're
that's
saying to yourself,
inside.
how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
That misses.
2-1.
2-1. He swings and fouls one off. One down, base is empty.
Count is full.
foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Bounced, and that got the pitcher. The throw is still in time, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
So the lineup flips over, and up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. Just missed.
Ball.
That's off the inside corner, and the count now 2-0. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Right through there for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Next offering is in for a strike. That one missed.
Count.
Good job to fight that one off. Two outs, and he walked him.
Inside, ball 4. Take your base.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it
Now
really
batting,
well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
And next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Misses outside, ball 1. Volpe, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
He can live up in the
1-1
zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
To first, and they've got him picked off. To second, and he's out. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down that time. 9-1 and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the sixth. The Yankees 4 and the Giants nothing. Bottom of the sixth, and digging in for San Francisco, Grant McCray.
Grant McCray.
And that's in the dirt.
1-0.
And that is downstairs. 2-0. And another ball.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
In there at the knees. That one misses.
Ball 4.
So a
Take your
leadoff
base.
walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with a free pass.
Here's the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. Cole a check to first. McCray back on a dive. High fly ball out into left center field. Dominguez hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald.
Tyler Fitzgerald, the next Giant to hit.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4,
That's it.
3. It's a double play, and that'll do it for the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. The Yankees 4 and the Giants nothing.
Now pitching for
Randy
the Giants.
Rodriguez into the game.
Number 73, Randy Rodriguez.
Jazz Chisholm
Leading off
Jr.
for the Yankees,
stepping in now for the
second
Yankees.
baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
That one's in there, and it's 0-2.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at-bat.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. It's Aaron Judge now.
Up next
He's not going to get cheated up there.
right fielder,
No, he's not.
Aaron Judge.
He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Swing and a miss at a slider. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Sean Jelly getting ready to go. Roop, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Base is empty, one away here in the top half of inning number 7. And ball one to Judge. Check swing, called strike.
1-2.
Pitch misses there. Ball 2.
2-2.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of
Now
relievers who
batting,
can
the
come in
center
and get
fielder,
the swing and miss, whether it's
Bellinger.
inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Bellinger
No,
at the
that's
plate
down.
now. That's ball 1. That's a little bit low.
2 balls, no strikes.
There's a strike. Not close with that one, and it's 3-2. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Bailey makes the catch, and that'll do it. So they make short work of him there. 7th inning stretch time. The Yankees 4 and the Giants nothing. Bottom of the 7th.
Leading
Here's the
off
shortstop
the
at the
Giants.
plate.
The
Willie
shortstop,
Adames.
Willie
The Giants
Adames.
in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
Bounce to the left side. Cabrera throws to first in time, and they get Adames for the out.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he
Up
can
next
get
for
through
the
one
Giants,
more inning, anything
third
after that,
baseman,
a hitter or two is bonus, but
Chapman.
they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line. He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Chapman in the box again, takes a strike.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
In there at the knees. That is strike 2.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Next
That's a
offering
ball.
is down low.
1 ball, 2
The
strikes.
Yanks leading by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th. A strikeout for the Coltrane. He's making it look easy out there.
Now batting.
Lamont
First
Wade
baseman,
Jr. digs in now.
Lamont Wade Jr.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
I really like how he's been attacking
0-1.
hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this
That
one.
missed. That's a
And
ball.
that misses. And it's 1-1.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. The Yankees 4 and the Giants nothing.
Now pitching for the
Sean
Giants.
Shelley will take over here.
Number 64. Sean Shelley.
And here is Giancarlo
Leading
Stanton.
off for the Yankees,
He's already homered
the
in this game.
designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
And ball 1. Next offering is
ball.
downstairs. Inside,
That's a
just
ball.
missed. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
That one misses.
Ball 4, runner
So a
take a
leadoff
base.
walk.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's
Now
been
batting,
really patient at the
catcher,
plate. The game
Austin
plan that
Wells.
he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
So digging in, Austin Wells. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Stanton gets his lead at first with nobody out. Just
No, that
missed.
missed. That's a ball.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking
1-1.
ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
The 1-1. That one fouled off. In the dirt. To second, but way too
safe.
late. Safe there. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're in the top of the 8th. And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout. Paul Goldschmidt
Up
now.
next for the Yankees, first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Yeah, that's fouled off. One out and a runner at second. Hit in the air, right field. Yastrzemski makes the catch, and there's two down. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Jason Dominguez. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Two outs and one in scoring position. Next offering misses. 1-1. Up the middle. Fitzgerald. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Looked to me like he got on the side of the ball a little too much right there. Maybe a little too casual as well with the throwing motion. And when you don't stay on top of the ball and really get out front and finish with a good release point, it's very easy to lose control of it to either side.
So two outs with runners on the corners. Now the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
0-1.
Two on, two outs. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. In the dirt to second, and he's out. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. One left for the Yankees, but they lead it 4-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the bottom of the eighth, and now it's the Giants DH, Elliot Ramos. Cole back to work. That one's in there. Strike one.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Swings through that one for strike two. Activity in the bullpen. Mark Leiter Jr. getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Cousins getting loose as well. And they'll do it again. That misses the zone. It's a ball and two strikes. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, catcher.
And up next for San Francisco, Patrick Bailey. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike one.
0 balls, 1 strike.
The Giants down by 4 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Yastrzemski stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Next offering is fouled back. Fouled off left side. Breaking ball misses down and away. Swing and a ball popped up. Volpe drops into the glove, and that is that. Giants are down 1-2-3. They're down 4-0. New arm for the Giants, Landon Roop, and he has some nasty breaking
Now
stuff.
pitching for the Giants, number 65, Landon Root.
Here's the third baseman,
Leading off for the
Oswaldo
Yankees,
Cabrera.
third baseman,
0 for 3 in this
Oswaldo
one.
Cabrera.
Strike one. Rube measures 6 feet 2 inches. He throws a curveball, a sinker, a changeup, a four-seamer, and he works in a slider. Pitch misses,
that's
and
down.
the count even 1-1. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Tristan Beck up and throwing. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a foul straight back. Breaking ball in there, got him looking, and a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Ball one, no strikes.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
And that's in there at the knees.
Logan, the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. McCray puts it away, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
And here is Jazz Chisholm Jr. And first offering is fouled off. Missed inside with the curve. In there. And so now 1-2.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball, just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Pitch in the dirt, and the count's even at 2. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field, and that'll do it. Bottom of the ninth coming up, and we'll see if he can complete the shutout after the break.
Now pitching for
Back
New York,
now as they hand the ball to a
Number
fresh arm to
41.
start the bottom of the ninth. Tim Hill.
Tim Hill.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
So digging in,
Leading
Grant
off
McCray.
to the Giants, left fielder, Grant McCray.
And the first
No,
pitch
that's
misses
down.
for
Ball.
ball 1. Just
Nope, ball.
missed. That missed by a lot. And that's ball 3.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
Next offering is in for a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
So a man aboard. Now it's the Giants' leadoff hitter, Jung-Hoo Lee. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Fastball for a strike.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. He's got it, and there's one down.
Now batting, second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald.
Now it's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Line drive, caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Now
one out left for the Giants. Willie Adames now at the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-0.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. The 1-1 is fouled off. Hill is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, you win this one 4-0, and it feels like you could have exploded for more offensively, but you also realize that at times it was hard to score. So you get out of here feeling good about this win. Ultimately, there was great pitching and defense to keep that other team off the board. You always feel good about a win like this.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.